Money, money, money. Welcome to Ghana Money TV, where we give you tips, tools and deals. And on this channel, we seek to provide you with financial information and product information available on the Ghana market and review some of the best deals you can get. If this is your first time of watching us, please subscribe and let's just get the conversation going. In this video, we want to be talking about buying or building a house. Is it an investment or not? Stay tuned. 1. The decision or the purpose of buying or building a house. For most of us, the idea is for the family. We are building a family home for shelter, a roof over our heads, we call it. And so how can that be classified as an investment? Once you build the house as a means of shelter or as shelter for your family, the house is for the family. You are not going to be flexible enough to be able to use that property as a form of trading or as a form of another financial transaction. It is risky. You cannot even use it as a bargaining chip. You cannot use it as a collateral sometimes because you don't want to risk losing it. And every investment would have a form of a risk. And so you realize that if you think about that angle, you realize that because it is going to be shelter for you, because you are going to live it with your family, you cannot classify that as an investment. Number 2, once it is never going to be sold off, once you are never going to sell it, you cannot call it an investment. Every investment has a monetary value. You want something back. You are putting up this money so that in the long term, you are going to get it back. I'm not saying all investments are going to give you money because some of them are risky. You can lose them. However, because you've put up the money and you want it back, the idea behind investment that money goes, money comes. Money goes, it gets used somehow, and then you get more money. So let's look at traditional investment. Stock, shares. Let's look at fixed deposits, treasury bills. All of it involves some more amount of money being there and then you getting something back. However, if it's a building that has got a value, we know that this building costs this much. It is valuable, but it's a property. You own that particular space. But because you are never going to sell it, you cannot classify it as a form of investment. So that is number 2. Number 3, it is not investment because you keep spending more money whilst you live in it. And that money is called reoccurring or carrying cost, maintenance, insurance, utilities, repairs. Do you remember the last time you actually repaired your roof? Painting. How much did it cost you? Over a period of time, have you calculated that amount? Would you be able to make that reconciliation? Whether that money that you've invested and the value that you've gotten, what is the difference? You realize that in most cases it is very, very minimal. So how can that be an investment when you are spending more money on it? Every investment, the moment you put up the money, doesn't require any other money because it is working for you. That is the idea of investment. So it cannot be an investment if you are adding more money to it. Number 4, your house cannot be an investment if it is not generating any cash flow. And I mean cash flow is it should be bringing you some money. It's there. You have the spaces. You have 4-bedroom house. You live in one. Your kids live in one, your uncle lives in one, and then you've actually left one for visitors. So it is there. The spaces are being covered. How can you say that it is an investment when you are not making any money out of it? Until any of these spaces are being used as a rental income, until you are getting money back out of that particular spaces, then you can say that yes, you are making an investment. So it is not an investment if there is no cash flow. So think about that. The last bit that we want to talk about is the reason behind why most of us possibly buy or build a property or a house. is we feel that it is going to appreciate in value over a period of time. Of course, it does. And in most situations, you realize that the appreciation is actually linked to inflation. So if even inflation is stable, it's difficult for your property to have value added. And so you realize that you don't have control over that. There are other events that could actually affect how much your property costs, environmental or social. People want to be able to come and live in that space. Again, maybe because of certain environmental issues, nobody likes that area, and so the value will go down. You don't have control over those issues, and once you don't have control, you cannot predict how your property is going to be appreciated or your property is going to go up in terms of value addition. If you put all this together, what are we trying to say? What we are trying to tell you today is, if you are making decisions based on buying or building a house, forget about the notion that it is an investment, because there are real-term investments. Look at financial assets, and I mentioned it. Treasury bills. It's available on the Ghana market, microfinances, and the banks. Look at fixed deposits. They actually give you a percentage where you know that over a period of time you are going to earn money. Do you want to invest in shares? Some people are selling their shares. They want you to be part of their company, so they give you value for that. Stocks. Do you understand the stocks? So just look at those things. You can even put your money up to a friend or a family member or a colleague who is investing in money in business, who wants money for business. If you're able to do that, what's going to happen is, over a period of time, you will get some percentage back, and those are the things that we call investment. If you want to invest, please do your research very well, make the right decisions, and let's just get ourselves out of that notion that building or buying a house is an investment, because it is not. Thank you very much for watching this video. We are going to put up more videos for you to enjoy as usual. Please subscribe. If there's any comments, if there's any topic that you want us to discuss, let us know, and we will see you next time. Take care.